Hello, I'm Doug McGlynn, and as promised, we wanted to provide regular updates to what is happening within the department administration regarding where we're at and where we're going. We've had lots of recent promotions, including our fire chief, all 3 of his deputies, and 3 of his division chiefs, and many more officers. We also conducted interviews for our community paramedic program, and we welcomed Special Operations Captain Joe Nelson back to headquarters. We hired a new QA person at the alarm office, Liz Connor, and Sergio Ornelas was promoted to Video Productions Manager. Because this next promotional ceremony will be quite large, Chief Mackey is finalizing a venue that will be large enough to house us all in one place. We also want to extend an invite to all of you within the sound of my voice to consider partaking in what's happening here and join us for the promotional ceremony. Last month, we had a team of peer support and critical incident stress management team members travel down to Parkland the day of the fatal shooting at the Marjorie Stoneman Douglas High School, where 17 students and teachers lost their life. This incident left a gaping wound in the community, which includes the community of first responders as well. Members from across the country teamed up with Coral Springs, Margate, Tamarack, and BSO Fire Rescue in order to partner with the IFF, FDNY, and others who flew in to serve our first responders from a behavioral health perspective. What's important is that we, Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, were there for our neighbors when they needed us, and our agency took a leading role with 17 members of our department locking arms with theirs for an entire week. Thank you all for the names that you see scrolling across your screen right now, as well as everyone who supported the Parkland community in spirit, in charity, and by giving of your time. It does not go unnoticed, and we are so proud to have you leading in times of crisis such as this. Next, I'd like to share some goals for the future. One of our priorities is to work closely with the Medical Services Division, and Chief Mackey would like to support this by working on the missing, unlocked, and incomplete safety pad reports that we have in our system. We're putting together a task force of subject matter experts and end users in order to implement a plan that will cut this down to 0 incomplete reports each shift. That's the goal. This is a team, and we will solve this as a team as well. The secret sauce to all of this resides with our company officers at the station level. Speaking of service deliveries, we're looking to roll out a comprehensive customer service program that focuses on basically 3 principles of excellent service, which includes making people feel like a VIP, infusing a personal touch in everything we do, and closing it with what we call the wow factor. When we can leave our customers with the essence or feeling of wow, then we know that we've achieved our ultimate goal, which is leaving a situation better than how you found it. This is the #1 reason people complain, by the way. We didn't show them that we cared. They didn't feel valued. And in the future, we want to expand our customer service program to include a citizen complaint board. We feel that each complaint has hidden opportunities for us to improve and enhance our service. For now, the department is purchasing enough customer service tools for the battalions, such as get well cards, door hangers, and other items that will be shared with everyone in a future video format. Next, we have a new division chief position. This was Chief Nigel Baker's position, and we are so thankful for Chief Baker's outstanding leadership and for all that he has done for not just Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, but for his work abroad throughout the state of Florida in the emergency management community, and for especially building and creating our Southeast Florida Region 7 All Hazards Incident Management Team. The future Division Chief position of Emergency Management will be focusing on all facets of emergency management planning, which is an area that our department is certainly in need of. Now, Jill Gregory, Executive Assistant to the Fire Chief, will continue to do the organizational planning functions for our department. However, operational planning for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue will fall beneath the leadership of the Division Chief of Emergency Management. And for that, a congratulations is in order to Chief Doug Clark for taking on this awesome responsibility of emergency management for our department. When we're not managing an emergency, we will be busy planning for one. The comprehensive emergency management plan, the flood response plans for our service areas, civil disturbance and unrest, the county-wide plans like active shooter, the high-rise, and MCI, and especially our continuity of operations plan, or otherwise known as the COOP, which helps us plan for how do we stay operational when a piece of our critical infrastructure goes down. One plan is we exercise each year is the Hurricane Annex. We're looking to add quality to this operational plan as well. When it comes time for a special project, we like to bring in the experts. And for this, we brought Chief Mike Reese, and he's agreed to help us in this area, and he's working very closely with Chief Doug Clark on the Hurricane Annex. Speaking of special projects, we have a policy compliance project which affects every division, section, and employee within Palm Beach County Fire Rescue. We have approximately 100 policies that are older than 5 years. We'll be using a crosswalk style to show old and new indexing formats to help us with this issue. The initial phase is just focusing on formatting, and for that, we've brought Captain Neil Niemczyk to headquarters on days to spearhead the project. Assisting Neil with this, our Lieutenants Darren Keenan and Eric Aho have done an amazing job, both of them, going through each and every policy that we have on the books. I've mentioned a few times the communications team, which consists of Albert Barotto, Jeremy Hurd, Tara Cardoso, Jason Haythorne, and Sergio Ornelas. This team is assisting us, the administration, in everything we do and how we roll it out. We certainly could not have done it without them. Thank you guys. Chief Mackey has placed a lot of time and consideration in making the right selections with his administrative heads, so please look for more of those changes being reflected on this new organizational chart, and that'll be coming out soon. Past few weeks, Division Chief Pat Kennedy and myself had the pleasure of escorting Virginia Baker and Nancy Bolton around the county as we did rounds throughout all of the battalion and all the battalion headquarters. One thing I learned is that we have our boss's support for Palm Beach County Fire Rescue, hands down. They rallied the troops with not only the chief officers and EMS captains, but all the firefighters huddled around the table. They really and truly authentically care about our firefighters and what our firefighters are facing. This concludes our ops brief, and I know that was a lot of information. We hope to continue these on a regular basis, perhaps monthly, so that we're capturing most of what we need to share and getting it out to the firefighters. Until next time, be safe. Thanks for watching.